Hi there everybody. A question I get asked a lot relating to my videos is what do I mean when I talk about I'm playing in first position or second position or third position on these little diatonic Richter tuned harmonicas. So in this video I'm going to try my best to explain it as clearly as I can. Right, so when these harmonicas were first invented and made available to the public, the idea was that they would play simple folk melodies and they would play them in the key of the harmonica. Now this one is in the key of C. So the idea was and you'd play the melody in the middle to upper range of the harmonica, but you could give yourself a chord accompaniment at the bottom. And there are two chords that you can play. A C chord, in this case, because the harmonica's in the key of C, or a G chord. But human beings, being the inquisitive and inventive people that they are, started experimenting with the idea, well, what about if the draw chord, the G chord, becomes my main thing rather than the blow chord? How does that affect the melody? And that, with the other thing that was discovered as well, that you could actually bend the reeds, meant that it was possible to play in a very bluesy style if you used the G chord as your first and main chord. Okay, so having got that explained, let's now talk about positions. So here are two things you're going to need to hopefully understand. When I play my harmonica and I play just the notes that are in the harmonica, then the only notes that I've got are notes from this C major scale. Okay, C, D, E, F, G, A, B and C. These are the only notes on the harmonica unless I bend notes to get something else. And when I play my C chord and I play melodies which just have these notes, I'm playing in the key of the harmonica and we call that first position. Now I mentioned that it's also possible to use the G chord as your main chord. And because we can bend notes, we can actually play in the key of G. So let's just understand now the relationship between the key of C and the key of G. And that's where this diagram here comes in, the cycle of fifths. If I count C as number 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the note G is the 5th degree of this C major scale. And if you look at the keyboard diagram, if I count the number of semitones, a semitone is the smallest distance between two notes on a piano keyboard. Okay, either the note and the next black note to it, or in the case of here, the two white notes next to each other, and here. So this is called a semitone. So 1 semitone, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 7 semitones between C and G. We call that a perfect fifth. Now, playing in G, we call second position. If I now take G as my starting point and I count 5 letter names, G, A, B, C and D, and then 7 semitones, I end up with D. Now, if I made D my starting note, that would then be third position. Here it is, third position on this cycle. Carrying on that logic, A, playing in the key of A on a C harmonica, would be 4th position, E would be 5th position, B would be 6th position. We then get to notes which aren't naturally on the harmonica, and we come all the way around, and the note F is in actual fact, if you count it up, the 12th position. If we use this cycle of fifths rule. So most harmonica players who play in a bluesy sort of style will stick to either playing mainly in second position or third position or first position. There are a number of players who will play in fourth position or fifth position, and also those who will use 12th position here. So as far as my videos are concerned, I've only really talked about either first position, second position, or third position. Well, I hope that helps. When you come to try and break this down and make it understandable, it's not the easiest thing to do, but I hope with the aid of the diagram and the keyboard, I've been able to explain it so that you can understand. If you're still not sure, leave me a comment and I'll try my best to clear it up. Cheerio for now.